Okay, so the value, the question here is, what value does the 2 represent in the number 52.3? So let's come to here then, shall we? And let's just write this out first of all. So we've got, 52.3. And the most important thing is that we're about the 2. Read the question, all right? We're about the 2. And we see the 2 is here. So let's just, what value does it represent, the 2? Well, we got 50 plus 2 plus 0.3. And that would equal 52. And then plus this would equal then 52.3. Okay? So the value, what value does the 2 represent in this? Well, it represents 2. All right? That's all it does. It just represents 2. And let's come here. Okay, let's do the next one. And we'll start this again. So the digit 2, we are focusing on the digit 2. Represent the digit 2 in which number represents a value of 0.002. So we're interested to see in which one of these numbers is the 2 in this position, right? With 2 zeros or 2 places before it, but after the decimal point. That's what's important. So 162 point nothing, right? There is no decimal point there. So we can automatically remove this because we care about 3 places after the decimal point. So B, 1, 2, 3. That's looking interesting now. So 8.032. All right, well, what about if we minus 8.030, right? So 2 minus 0 is 2. 3 minus 3 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. Bring down the decimal place, and 8 minus 8 is then 0. And what do we get? We get 0.02. So this one's looking good. Let's not jump too fast though, right? So we've now got 0.324. All right, well, let's now we just want to, well, we can already see that we don't have a 2 in this position, right? Because we want to minus 0 point here, 2. This is what the result we want, right? Well, we can see that we're not going to get it here. So we can be quite sure that it's this one here because the 2's in the wrong position, all right? And we already answered it here. And the other one was not even coming close to it, all right? So let's just do this. Go to the next one. Okay, what value does the 6? So remember, 6 is, read the question. We want to care about the 6 in the number 976. Okay, so we've got 976.14. Okay, so this is then the tenths here. This is then the 100ths here. So we don't care about them because that's not where the 6 is. This is then the ones, all right? This is then the ones. This is then the tens. And this is then the 100ths. So what we do know here is that it's in the ones. So 6 times by 1 is equal to 6. So what value does the 6 represent in the number 976? Well, it represents 6. So let's turn this off, come in here and check. And there we go. Okay, the digit 6 in which number represents a value. So the digit 6 in which number represents, so the thousandths. So the 6,000ths we want to look at. Well, first of all, we've got 6,954. Well, let's get rid of this comma first. We've got 6,954. And what do we have? Well, the 6 here is in the thousandths, right, is with an S. And then the 9 here is in the 100ths, right? And the 5 here is in the tens. And then the 4 here is in the ones. Okay, so we care about the 6. Well, 6 times by 1,000 is equal to 6,000. And just to confirm, 9 times by 100 is equal to 900. All right? And then 5 times by 10 is equal to 50. And then finally, 4 times by 1 is equal to 4. So as we can see here, which digit 6, the digit 6 in which number represents 0.006. So we know it's not this one, okay? And we now know also that after the decimal, we have tenths here, followed by then 100ths, followed by 1,000th here. Well, we want 2 zeros here, so we want to know that this is 0 and this is 0, and then a 6 is here. Well, we can see that the second one, we know the first one's not correct. The second one has the 6 in this column. Well, that makes it correct here, right? But the third one has a 3 here, which is okay, and it has a 3 here, which is okay, because we know that we only want to concentrate on this one, and the 6 here. So we know that this one is the one, the digit 6 represents this number here, all right? We don't care about the 3s. So C is correct. And let's go check. And we're correct. Okay, what value does 5 represent in the number 0775? Okay, so 0, decimal, 7. Well, 7 is the tenths with this. So 1 divided by 10 is equal to 0.1. And in this situation, times by 7 equals 0.7 here. And the next one would be then 1 divided by 100 is equal to 0.01, sorry, times by 7 once again is then equal to 0.07. And finally, what value does the 5 represent in it? Well, we've got the 1,000 here is equal to this next one, times by 5 is then going to be equal to 0.005. There's two places before the 5, so we now know that we can get rid of this and we can say 0.005 because we're in the thousandths of it, and we can say check and all correct. Okay, the next one, the digit 2 in which number represents 20. Okay, so we are looking for the number 20. Okay, well now the first one, 2 points. Well, we know this is in the ones, so we're not going to insult your intelligence. We're going to get rid of this straight away because it's in the ones. The next one that we got is 425.9. Well, we can hear that 425.9. We can hear the 20 here. All right. Let's now say this one. Well, this one is 0.726. Well, we know this one is in the 100ths place. Okay, so this is in the 7/10ths place. This is in the 200ths place. So we know that it's in hundredths, and we want the 20th. So we want 2 times 10. And we now know that this one's correct, and we can get rid of this one because it's in the decimal. So we just don't care. So let's get rid of that, or let's go to B and do check. Yes. So what value does the 9 represent in the number 53.89? So, whoops, 50. So we've got 50. So 53, and then we've got decimal 89. So we've got 50 plus 3 decimal 89. So we only care about the 9. So let's just scrub this stuff, right? Because we care what's after the decimal. Now, once again, we know that 1 divided by 10 is equal to 0.1. So this number is going to be times by, right, or multiplied by 8, or is going to be 0.8. Well, we want the 9, right? So let's just start here. We know 1 divided by 100 is equal to 0.01. Now we want 9, so times by, there's a decimal place here, or a period, times by 9 is equal to 0.09. So what value does the 9 represent? It's here. 900ths with a TH here. So it's 0.09. 0.09. Check and done. There we go. Awesome. You leveled up. 7 out of 7 correct. 625 energy points. See you in the next video.